as a banker, I think we live challenge every day. It is not on a monthly or yearly basis. It is a challenge every day because we are in a service-based organization. As a banker, we have to take risk. But then as you have rightly said, that mitigation is much more important. So we have what policies directed and guided by the board, which decides that how much risk we can take. They give us direction, and then generally all our policies, our circulars, and our terms and conditions for giving any services are guided by the risk perception and then capacity of taking that risk or mitigating that risk to an extent where we can take that decision.
Hello and welcome to the 32nd IMA International Management Conclave 2025. Today we have with us Mr. Chander Shekhar Sharma, CGM Bhopal Circle, State Bank of India. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So you've had an incredible journey of the past 30 years in banking. You were a science student, then a law student, and then you landed in finance. What inspired you to join the banking sector, sir?
Let's be very frank. My father was a banker and he wanted me to be a banker. I wanted to go to defense. I got selected in Indian Army, but then my father put his foot down, and since he is a banker, so he thought that I can have a very good career in banking. I joined as a probation in 94, and I think in banking I am living my father's dream.
Okay. But sir, if we see today's generation, how easily you could give up to your dream of coming in defense. So how much is this practically today as well?
No, actually, let's be very practical. First of all, the middle class families, kids are looking for a stable job. Yes, there is a difference between the present generation, and I like that their vigor and their hard work to pursue their dream. With the age, things have changed. At our time, it was more of a guidance from the parents, or consultation from the parents, or directions from the parents. Nowadays, young generation is believing in their dreams, and I fully appreciate that. At times, I also feel that I should have gone for my dream, but then I think there is a cultural shift in the communities and in the generations, and I feel people should be living with their dreams.
So you have managed large teams throughout your career. What is your leadership philosophy when it comes to managing people and driving performance? Like, we generally face a struggle in managing the team. So what is your funda of doing it so correctly?
I don't know whether it is correct or not. So I leave it to you and the audience. But then, there cannot be one strategy. You have to keep changing as per the requirement, as per the circumstances. Sometimes you have to lead from the front. Sometimes you have to lead from behind. Sometimes shoulder to shoulder. At times you have to give a comfort to your people that main hoon na, I'm standing with you. Sometimes you have to give very clear direction that this has to be done. So I think leadership is a mix of science and art. And as per the circumstances, you can be a scientist, or you can be a poet.
True, sir, true. If we see State Bank of India, it is a market leader. So, and no other PSB is in close competition to State Bank. What are the key strategies that have helped SBI maintain its dominance, sir?
Again, if you ask me very, very honestly, I think leadership makes a difference. And State Bank was lucky to have leaders who were at least 20 years ahead of their time. That was the reason that when we got competition from the private sector banks, our leadership thought of putting so much of energy on technology. And I feel really elated and proud that State Bank technology is better than any other private organization, any private bank in this country. We are at par with the international standards. Leadership at the top is making all the difference. And luckily, we got continuous very good leadership. Like right now, Mr. Sethi is heading and he has got a vast experience. Before that, Mr. Khara was there, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar, Arundhati Bhattacharya, all they are no, they are gems in their own field. I think leadership makes it different, and State Bank is lucky to have this sort of leadership. That is the reason that we are always ahead of the curve.
True, sir. Leadership is the essence of any organization. Over the years, sir, you would have faced many challenging situations. Which is that one challenging decision that you've made in your career, which you still live through?
No, as a banker, I think we live challenge every day. It is not on a monthly or yearly basis. It is a challenge every day because we are in a service-based organization. I have got a 51 crore people banking with me, and when I'm talking of such a big organization, something or the other keeps cropping. At times, it's a decision making. At times, it's a direction giving. At times, it is a taking a quick call. So it is very, very difficult to say that this is the one decision. But transformation is happening in the organization, and as a me as a leader heading a circle with 15,000 people working under me, I think it is very, very difficult question for me to pinpoint a specific thing which gives. But then at times we have taken a call, and the part when this demonetization thing was there, it was a very, very difficult time for all of us. When COVID period was there, I think state bankers were the only people on the road at that time, along with the police and medical profession people. So various challenges, and then it gives you a lot of satisfaction that you are a part of the society, you are made for the society, and you are doing good for the society.
Yes, sir. So NPA has been a major concern for major banks. So how does SBI balance growth and risk mitigation? How do you balance it?
Risk and risk mitigation, they are part and parcel of the banking, and we have got a robust structure where DMD, a person of the level of a DMD, is looking after risk. As a banker, we have to take risk. But then, as you have rightly said, that mitigation is much more important. So we have what the policies directed and guided by the board, which decides that how much risk we can take. They give us direction, and then generally all our policies, our circulars, and our terms and conditions for giving any services are guided by the risk perception and then capacity of taking that risk or mitigating that risk to an extent where we can take that decision. NPA, as far as NPA is concerned, I think is not a very big concern presently, because last few years were very good, and after cleaning of 2016-17 by under the direction of RBI, we have got enough reserves with us. We are adequately provisioned, and our CRA is our capital adequacy ratio (CAR) is much more than what is required with the RBI as a regulator. NPA is not an issue, but then again, this is all cyclical. Things are turning little tight, but I'm 100% sure that with the amount of provisioning which we have got, and then understanding of the market dynamics, the whole ecosystem, the banking, the ecosystem of the economy, NPA would not be an issue, and then lot of technological support. Earlier, we did not have that much of a technological support. Nowadays, our artificial intelligence model tells us that this account can be bad, so we have to take a proactive action. So I think NPA going forward, there would be some stress, but then it's not a big challenge as far as banking industry, especially the state bank, is concerned.
Okay, sir. So I would like to quickly take you through a rapid fire round. So one word to describe your leadership style.
Walk the talk.
So what's the biggest challenge in banking today?
As of now, if you ask me, the biggest challenge is cybersecurity.
Digital banking or traditional banking? What would you prefer, sir?
Digital, always.
The most important quality a banker should possess.
Bank is service, and then you should be humble, and your attitude should be only for the purpose of service.
Great, sir. So, one book that you recommend.
There are so many, but I have read autobiography of Yogi. But then the top recall is this monk who sold his Ferrari, Robin Sharma.
Great, sir. So, your favorite part of working at SBI?
I have enjoyed throughout all my 31 years, 30 years plus of service. But then when I was working in Hong Kong, it was a different experience working in a financial center of the world. And then keeping your flag high of your bank and your country. That was a wonderful experience.
So, one major change that you would like to see in the banking industry?
More digitalization, more technology driven, and more customer friendly through technology.
So, the best career advice you have ever received?
Whatever I am is because of the advices got from my bosses from time to time. But then I would love to quote advice from my MD, Mr. B. Shriram, I was his executive secretary. He was a keen follower of the system. That system, let system should work. System will take care of everything.
Early bird or night owl?
Mix of that. When I was young, it was night owl, but then now it is early bird.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
A hobby you enjoy in your free time?
I don't have a hobby. My wife would love that I should have some hobby. I'm sorry, I have missed out on everything. But then, given a chance, I go for a music and spend time with family.
One place on your travel bucket list?
So many, because I'm missing my traveling destination. I decide that okay, I'll cover this, but I miss it. So there are so many. But then, given a chance, I would like to go to Srinagar.
Okay. So, one last question. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Very, very difficult question. Very, very difficult question. But then there are so many. There are so many. But I think I would go for Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Oh, great choice, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir. It was lovely having you with us.
Pleasure, and it is always good to be here in Indore with the IMA team. Thank you very much for all the arrangement. And then, I don't know how important I am, but then when I'm here in this campus, in your program, I really, really feel honored and privileged. Thank you very much for that.